Hi, this is Abraham Walker with Ask A Walker, your Northern Virginia real estate agent. Today is day 15 of our door knocking journal. And if you watch the video at the beginning of the day, you know that today we actually started a new routine, added service, not necessarily a new routine. And it's where we target expired listings for sale by owners and withdrawn listings at the door. So this is another variation of door knocking that we started today. So today was really getting the kinks out of the system. We were driving for about 2 hours and 15 minutes. We only managed to hit on 9 doors. So tomorrow will be a better day for that system. We have some kinks that I know that I'm going to work out tonight to ensure that we can hit way more doors. The app that we use, Best Route Pro, says that we can touch 62 doors in an 8-hour shift. We won't do that. We won't necessarily hit 8 hours, 8-hour shift in the car. And that's what we could have done. So as you can see, there's a lot of gains that we can actually make. I already see right now that there's it doesn't make sense to turn my car off when I get to the destination, because if the individuals aren't home, then you just pretty much just jump back in the car. And usually it takes about a minute and a half to find out if somebody's home. Where I use the same strategy when I door knock, which is 20 seconds. I door knock, wait 20 seconds, door knock again, wait 10 seconds, and then I leave. So that's me counting 20 seconds and me counting 10 seconds. So that's about a minute. We haven't timed it officially yet. Excellent. So what's the thought for today? Well, actually, I want to get more into training videos as far as systems that I use to kind of document. This is almost like a documentation manual for my company, and it also shows you how I use different services. So the service we're going to cover today is something called Best Route Pro, right? So you've probably heard me mention it either on my Facebook comments and private Facebook groups, and in the video this morning. So I actually shot a screenshot or a screen sharing session walking you through Best Route Pro, how to use it, how to set it up, and I hope you enjoy it. Best Route Pro, it's a mapping service that allows you to manage multiple addresses. So if you're a real estate agent, you know when you're showing houses, or if you're going on a broker tour or you're touring listings, you'll have multiple addresses. This is the most efficient way that I've found so far to manage this many addresses. And this system can manage up to 100 addresses at one time. So let's open up the app. It's called Best Route Pro. You can find it in the Android market. I do not know if it's available for the Apple people, since I do not have an Apple. Okay, so there's 2 ways you can do this. You can either load a pre-existing list, or you can start with the list, or you can add addresses to a list. So we've already kind of started right here. I've added my office address previously. Now let's add a few more addresses so you can see how this system works. Let's see, so we got this. So when you search for a street address, you have to select this black area right here once you press search, and then it adds it to your map. Let's add 2 more street addresses. And you'll see that there is some setup, and once you have it set up, it's a breeze. All right, this will be the last address we add. .306. Perfect. Found it. Now you see we have all the addresses on the list. Now let's go and actually create a route for us. So you would press this 3 bars. It's like the 1, 2, 3 icons over to the right. And this is all of the addresses that you have. The next item you would do is you could either order them yourself, or you could let the app order them based upon your location. So you press these 3 dots right here to the right. You can get to optimize. So you're going to optimize your route. And so there's a list of items, optimization options. So you can optimize as a round trip. So if you start as a round trip, that means that the address that you have in at the beginning or at the top of the list will also be the address at the end of the list, so it'll be a round trip. You can reorder, you can have the app reorder stops, or you can reorder them yourself, and then you can optimize it for driving or for walking. Right, so you can also, in the stop preferences, you could determine like how long do you believe your typical stop will take. So if you're showing houses to a buyer, depending on their preference, if they're the type of people that look at houses for a long period of time, then you can make that 20, 30, 40 minutes. Or if you know that you're just previewing properties, you can make it 5 minutes, right? And then you press optimize, right? And so this is going to create a round trip for us. Just take a few seconds, and then there we have it. So now we have our optimized trip, right? So we start at the Keller Williams office on Grovedale. We go to this property. It's going to take us, and I'll let you know what the numbers mean on the right-hand side. So 0 is when you're starting, right? 8, it means that it'll take you 8 minutes to get to Old Carriage Drive, and then you'll be 5 minutes at the location. So that means that you'll be 13 minutes total until you leave for your next destination. And then it will take you the difference between 13 and 25 to get to Queens Road, which is 8. So what is that? Is that 7? So that's 12. So it'll take you 12 minutes to get to Queens Road, and then plus 5. So that means 30 minutes after that. And then it would take you 7 minutes to get to Cavalier Drive, then 5 minutes while you're at Cavalier Drive. So that brings you to 42 minutes, and then it will take you, 14 minutes to get back to the Keller Williams office on Grovedale. All right, and let's look at how that looks on a map. They even number it for you, right? So that's very cool. And what does it look like when you're actually using the app? So what happens is you'll start the app, you'll open the app, you already have your list together, and you press this check mark right up here at the top, right? And so now that brings you to your next destination. So then you press the arrow in a box, and that's going to open up your mapping service, your Google Maps. It's going to automatically put the address in, and then boom, now you're set to go to the next destination. Now once you've reached your destination, right, you just press the check mark, and then now you're headed to your next destination, which is Queens Road. And then see how easy that is? You don't have to input anything yourself. That's awesome. So let me show you one more thing. And this is, what if you have if you already have a list in the system. All right, so let's first start over, delete all these stops. So let's look at a couple of lists that I already have in here. For broker tours, I put my broker tour list in here. And really, Emily at our office, she's amazing. She puts our broker tour list in here. So let's load a list of homes. So these are all homes that we toured on Broker Tour. And what's great about this app is now you no longer have to get in your car, search for the next address and all this other stuff and waste time. And then you just move on, and it makes it much easier. It's a very quick transition. Perfect. So if you have any questions about this app, please post them in the comments below. About that, what did you think about Best Route Pro? I really appreciate you taking a look at that video. Please give me your feedback on that video. Would you like to see more videos like that? If so, just put a comment down below, and we'll be sure to add more content like that in the future. So Best Route Pro, maybe next week we'll do something on Spotio. It's another app I use. Yeah, so this is Abraham Walker, your Northern Virginia real estate agent. You can send me your referrals to my cell phone or to my email address. My cell phone number is 703-539-2053. That number again is 703-539-2053. My email address is abraham@askawalker.com. That's abraham@askawalker.com. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.